Peace and blessings, family. I'm your brother in the struggle, Alif, and today we're going to decipher and decipher staying out of the belly of the beast. You know, back in the day, you used to have to go to the prison yard. You take a shower when they want you to take a shower. But when you out here on these streets, you take a shower when you want to take a shower. You can brush your teeth when you want to brush your teeth. Instead of going to the prison yard, you go to your own yard. Take y'all to the yard real quick. Wife out here chilling. Say hi to the family, Malika.
Hi.
Salam alaikum. Now, just come have some fun. Of course, you gotta still work. Gotta cut the grass. But I could barbecue or something if I want to barbecue. Bring the lounge chairs out here and just come chill out here in the backyard. Freedom. On some land of your own. That's an important element. You want to strive to get some land. Know what I mean? Peace. Flowers you planted growing. These grew. First little two tiny baby tomatoes. Oh, it's a couple of them. There's some over here too, Malika.
Oh,
Yeah, there's some on that side too. I ain't see them. Oh, it's some right here too. It's on both of them. Oh, it's a whole bunch of them under there. It's like 8 of them under there. These growing in good. These. The rose bush. Planted the rose bush. Little white flowers down there. It's our backyard. Out here chilling. Peace and blessings, family. I'm your brother in the struggle, Alif. And today we're going to decipher the atom of mind. It's something like an enigma. The brain and the mind. It's like similar to the chicken and the egg. I mean, it's really not a complicated subject matter. The messenger teaches us in the theology of time in 1972, we deal with the fraction before we deal with the whole. So the answer to the riddle, which came first, the chicken or the egg, is real simple. The egg. But it don't start, nor does it stop with the egg. You have to ask yourself, well, which came first, the egg or the atom? The atom. Then you have to ask yourself, which came first, the atom or the energy? The energy. Everything comes back to the black man's mind. I don't care what it is. I don't care who they are. I don't care what the subject is. Everything in creation comes from the black man's mind. Now, I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna put y'all down with some high science. When I say high science, I'm saying some people is gonna take them, what is this, 2022? It'll probably take them like, humbly speaking, I would say probably like 2,000 to 2 trillion years to figure this out. But I'm gonna give it to you real simple from Messenger Elijah Muhammad. All right. Now, this is a subject that words cannot adequately describe. There's nothing in the bastard language called English that can define or refine this particular subject matter, the atom of mind. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give y'all a sample, something I did last night, real rap, short version. People always hear me say, close your eyes to see. We don't close our eyes to see God. Not at all. We see God in the mirror with our eyes open. It's nothing spooky with us at all. However, if you really want to tune into the 24 scientists, listen up. If you really want to talk to Master Fard Muhammad, I know this hurts. I mean, this really, really, really hurts people because people spooked out their minds. 85%, 95%. I ain't gonna say 95%. I would say 98%, as the messenger put it. Only 2% of the 5% are really, really, really conscious. 3% of the 5% are spooked out their minds too. They believe the black man is God, but they still spooked out their minds. Let me go turn this other joint on. Hold up. Peace and blessing. I'm back. I mean, COINTELPRO always trying to sabotage stuff. People don't understand that. I mean, they be in your house. They be in the actual, like in this situation, they actually in the smoke detector. They think I don't know. But as they plot and plan, Allah also plots and plans. Allah's the best of plans. So I don't sweat these little baby behind devils. Their time was up in 1985. They don't have no more juice. Real rap. But get back to the subject, the atom of mind. The mind-brain enigma. Let me show you the ceiling for a second. All right, let's do it like this. Of course, we got that African ox over there. Not that we think that ancient Kemet was some perfect, spooky, holy. We think that ancient Kemet was simply the tip of an iceberg. They came from ancient Nubia. They came from when all the 7 land continents were connected, what we call today Asia. You know what I mean? The Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, the God of the universe. You know what I mean? North, east, south, west. Look at that arm. The head. When we say Allah, we mean A-L-L-A-H. An arm, a leg, an arm, and a head. The black man is, was, and shall be God. Now back to the subject, the atom of mind. You see that light up there? Okay. Now, in that light, I personally unscrewed that light. I personally cleansed it. I personally put the light bulbs in there. I personally paid the electric bill on this joint. This, I mean, this is my house right here. You know what I mean? But while I'm thankful to Allah for this $250,000 beautiful home that I live in, at the same time, I know no mystery God built it. I know no mystery God pay no bills around here. I know no mystery God gonna sustain it. You know what I mean? But inside that encasement, it's a light bulb. It's only about 70 to 100 watts. And you have to wonder, what is the source of that light? It's not the wattage. I mean, it's the energy flowing through that filament. The filament could be paper, it could be brass, copper, iron, whatever. Some stuff will burn right out because it don't burn too good. But copper burns, it's a good conductor of electricity. You know what I mean? Gold is a better conductor of electricity. But long story short, the energy came before the bulb. When we say what came first, the mind of man or the mind of man came before the physical man. Physical man has only been on earth, according to Messenger Elijah Muhammad, for the past 76 trillion years. The mind of man, we cannot even calculate. He had no will to think with at that time. The messenger said that Theology Time 1972, he said he had to wait until he produced the first neuron or brain cell to generate a power in order for him to think with. Thoughts travel 24 billion miles per second. A neuron or a brain cell generates a power equal to 1/70,000th of an electricity. Our thoughts travel 24 billion miles per second. The atom of mind. Atom, A-T-O-M, atom, A-T-U-M, atom. Adam, A-D-A-M. When you read in your Bible and the Quran about Adam and Eve, that's talking about the white race. When you talk about atom, you're talking about the black God man. When you're talking about the atom of mind, you're talking about the black man God. And the essence of the original man, the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, the God of the universe. there exist 16 different shades of color. 4 shades of black, 4 shades of brown, 4 shades of yellow, 4 shades of red, and the albino gene. And after that albino gene, after that Asiatic gene comes what? The Caucasian, not the Asian, but the Caucasian. The carcass means the dead part of our world, that essence. Now, I just got a text from a good brother, white brother, not a white brother by nature, but a white brother by faith. I love and respect my white Muslims of faith. They submit to Messenger Elijah Muhammad's teachings like you and I submit to Messenger Elijah Muhammad's teachings. And I despise these black grafted devils that's in the way. They hate Master Farad Muhammad. They hate Messenger Elijah Muhammad. They hate you and I. They hate and work in opposition to our freedom, justice, and equality. We're trying to do something real simple, something real easy. We're not trying to remake the world. We're trying to remake the whole entire universe. Now, last night, I was experimenting with high explosives. Experiment with high explosives now to those that can read between the lines. But, long story short, when you close your eyes at nighttime, and let me turn this camera back around, partner. Okay. When you close your eyes at night, you think you see darkness. See, that's the misnomer. Now, I mean, the message teaches us that the scientists came to Prophet Isa, Jesus, and taught him how to tune in. That's the science. I mean, let me drop some jewels on y'all about that science. I want y'all to do an experiment. I want y'all to experiment, not with high explosives. I want y'all to experiment with some low explosives. I ain't gonna give y'all no real powerful stuff because you may not wake up in the morning if I drop these jewels on you. But I'm gonna give you some baby food. I mean, milk before meat, if you will, as Paul puts it. All right. When you go to sleep tonight, realize God never sleeps. His vibrations may slow down. He may rest, but God don't sleep. I mean, I don't want you to sleep. I want you to lay down and close your eyes and notice something that's in the darkness. Notice in the darkness, there's light. Huh? Contradiction in terms. In the darkness, there is light. Hot water is really cold water. It's just vibrating at a higher rate of speed. I don't want to get too deep for you. I don't want to lose you. Stick with me for a minute here. All right. You go to sleep, as they call it. You lay down. I want you to lay back on your back and just relax and breathe. Don't breathe out. Hold it. Slowly, bro, breathe it out. Not from your lungs. Breathe it all the way out from your abdomen, from your stomach. Breathe it in. Hold it. Let it out slowly. And notice in the darkness, there's all these lights. When you go outside at nighttime, do you know what a guard's weakest point is? I wouldn't care if you was in prison, if you was in a bank, wherever you may be, a guard's weakest point is 3 a.m. I dropped that in the Supreme Angel Security Manual about 40 years ago. A lot of people ain't read between the lines, but I'm gonna put y'all down with it. Know what I mean? A guard's weakest point is 3 a.m. If you go outside, you know how I say the early bird catches the worm? If you go outside when a bird is sleeping, you don't have to chase a flying bird. You could physically pick them up with your bare hand. I did it. I did it before. You know what I mean? Real rap. But when you close your eyes to see, SEE, ABC, or comprehend or understand the science of the atom of the mind, you realize that the atom comes from the mind. There's nothing that predates the mind. Now, we sometimes use the wrong vernacular because we're trying to describe something universal with the English language, and it's really inadequate to properly describe it. But basically, people think that there's a whole bunch of minds because there's a whole bunch of people. There's 7 billion people. So, obviously, there's 7 billion brains on Earth. There's 7 billion minds. No. I wouldn't care if it was the brain of an atom, the brain of an ant, the huge brain of a whale, the brain of a black man, white man, brown man, yellow man, red man, woman, whatever. The brain of a dog, a cat, an elephant. There's only one mind. Only one. I'll call it. There's only one creator of creation. Scientists call it energy. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It's omnipotent. It exists everywhere. It's all knowing, all powerful. But it cannot be seen with the physical eye. That don't mean there's something spooky about it. Islam is mathematics, and mathematics is Islam. Allah adds and subtracts. Satan divides and subtracts. Allah adds and multiplies. Satan multiplies and divides. Meaning that on either side, it makes no difference what type of mathematics it is. Allah has the power. Why? Because Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, and shaitan is not two separate entities as everybody thinks, as the Christians misinterpret, the Sunnis, the Shia, the Ahmadiyya, the Hanafis, the Fruit, the MGTs, the 5%. People is just spooked out their minds with this stuff. I'm going to tell y'all the raw truth. God, you ready for this? God is the devil. The devil is God. Heaven is hell. Hell is heaven. There is no separation. Just different vibrations. Same law of Yaqub Malik Shabazz. Same polarity. It's the law of polarity, the law of vibration. Study the Kabbalion. I mean, our ancestors had it right all along. Our misinterpretation, misrepresentation, misapplication is where the spooky stuff comes from. But tonight, I'm going to give y'all a jewel that y'all can use individually as well as collectively. How to create using the atom of mind. Let me talk to the 24 scientists real quick within to see should I share this with y'all, because y'all spooky. And I know that the slander, the misinterpretation, but it's time. It's time for the mystery of God to be revealed. When you close your eyes at any time, you close your eyes right now, physically close your eyes, you're going to notice. I'm going to physically close my eyes. When I physically close my eyes, we have our pineal gland, that third eye, that consciousness, the ABC, the consciousness, the understanding. When I close my eyes, it'd be like, oh, I can't see, it's dark. No, it's not. Breathe. Breathe out. What do you really see? I see nothing but light. Nothing but light. Infinite light. It's like looking at the galaxy covering 157 quintillion, 640 quadrillion miles. It's like looking at the universe covering 230 quintillion, 640 quadrillion miles. Light photons, rods of light traveling 186,000 miles per second. It's like these quarks, the atoms, the baby atoms sparking in the universe. I see it all. You see it all. It's not that I'm special. It's not that I'm unique. Everyone, white, black, candy stripe, old, young, rich, poor, righteous, wicked, whatever. Everyone has freedom, justice, and equality. The power of the sun, moon, and stars is in you. Now, the atom of mind. Here's how you unlock it. Here's how you utilize it. This is going to sound a little spooky to some of y'all. I ain't going to say something else. It's going to sound spooky to most of y'all. Why? You're already spooky. But we're going to get them boo teachings out you. We're going to get them boo teachers out the way. See, a law is mathematically fading them into oblivion. They'll be dumped into the trash bin of rubbish because history is not a science. You might build idols of them. You might try to echo their names. But at the end of the day, only universal mathematics exists. Only the atom of mind is real. When you close your eyes and you see these tiny, 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 tiny photons of light, you can take and look at that light, and with the atom of mind, you can reproduce that light. Let me say that one more time. You lost my leaf. Bring them back. If you close your eyes and you don't look all around, just look at just one part. See, Buddhists, Hindus, they look at the blue dot, and now I mean, some people look at the third eye and they just see the bright sun, and whatever you want is going to be in there. It could be a blue dot, it could be a red sun, green, orange, purple, blue, whatever. Just last night, I took and was building with the 24 scientists. And one of the things, and I ain't gonna tell y'all how raw I talk. I talk raw. I wouldn't care if I'm talking to Master Muhammad, the messenger, whatever. They all are alive in us. People like, Master Muhammad's physically coming back. He's still alive down below and stuff. They not coming back. They're definitely alive in you. People like, is Master Muhammad still physically alive? Messenger say gonna live 400 years. The messenger also said, don't take my teacher's hook, line, and sinker. How people so spooky? I mean, they like, Master Muhammad 300 years old. He's still gonna come save us. No, our Savior has arrived. The devil's time was up January the 1st, 1985. You talk that Asiatic year stuff. You don't know your mathematics. You don't know Islam. Not the messenger's Islam. I mean, but the atom of mind. The 99th chapter of the Holy Quran is called Al-Zilzal, the shaking. And it teaches us that he or she that does a thara. What is thara? Thara? What you talking about, Ali? Thara. Thara is the Arabic. It's the actual original Arabia. It's the Quranic term for the tiny baby cipher called the atom. He or she that does a thara or atom's worth of good will see it. And he or she that does a thara or atom's worth of evil will see it. Now, I know you holier than thou, faking it. People be on the tip like, I'm perfect, I'm holy, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do this, that, and the other. I eat 1 meal a day, I'm a vegan, and this. It don't make a difference. You're still a sinner. Your sin ain't no smaller or bigger than anybody else's. You can't violate one restricted law and think that your law's better than the other restricted laws. Spooky mortals. Technology. It's pathetic. But this atom of mind concept, the Holy Quran teaches us that the earth is going to reveal her burdens. There's going to be things that are going to happen, like stuff come through the ice. They going to find stuff in mountains, and the stuff break through the desert sands and the ancient forests, and you name it. There's no limit to it, even on other planets. But you know what you're going to find? You're going to find in the past, in the present, and in the future. The black man is God. That is what you're going to find. In antiquity, deep down in the core of the earth is going to release her burden. She's going to spit it up, and you're going to look at it with your naked eyes, be like, oh my God, the black man is God. For real. Y'all thought we was faking it with this stuff. We not claim to be your Jesus, your magician, some Holy Ghost. That has nothing to do with God. That's spooky crap y'all thinking about. Oh, God is righteous, the devil is wicked. Oh, heaven is a place of peace. Hell is a place of chaos and war. No. What you saying, Ali? I'm saying the Sunnis, the Shia, the Ahmadiyya, the Nation of Islam, the 5%, the Sunnis, the atheists. Most people got that stuff spooked out their mind. But at the same time, some Christians got it perfectly right. Some Catholics got it perfectly right. Some Afrocentrics got it perfectly. Some Hebrews got it perfect. 5%ers got FOIs, MG. Some people on earth, it's only like 2%. And I'll say as a Rob, we talk about the 5%, the poor righteous teachers who do not believe in the teachings of the 10%, but the messenger modified those mathematics in his last book. He said actually it's like 2%. I mean, meaning what? 3/5 of the 5%. Let's do the math on that for a second. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That means 60%. 60 out of every 100 FOIs and MGTs you meet are spooked out their minds. Now, there's one little thing that I was curious about. Why are they spooky? And what I was looking for 40 years was the common denominator. And the common denominator I found was that those that are spooky, those that are able to get spooked, are those that don't know or study and apply their lessons. Think that over for a minute. The messenger said our lessons are our blessings. When you study your English lesson C1, your student enrollment, when you study Lost Found Miles lesson number 1, Lost Found Miles lesson number 2, when you be like, who made the Holy Quran of the Bible? How long ago? We tell us about Islam this is every 25,000 years. Answer, the Holy Quran of the Bible is made by the original people. The original who? The original people. Who is what? Who is Allah, the supreme being. How can they spook you up after that? Wallace can't spook me up after that. Ain't no minister can spook me up after that. I can love and respect any minister, but they're like, bro, you getting spooked out your mind on that other stuff. But I'm going to stick with these lessons. Wallace told him, throw your lessons away. Put down the messenger books. And obedient, mass hurdle slaves following the crowd. Oh, we got to put down, we're going to study true Islam. We're studying our prayers. Spooked out their mind as they learned how to make salat and prayer. Don't know who Allah is, but calling on Allah in the sky, calling on a mystery God, dropping down on their knees in cathedrals and churches all over the world, thousands of religions, thousands of them, all of them spooked out their mind. God and the devil is the people. Heaven and hell is right here on the planet Earth. The kingdom come, thy will be done right here on Earth, covering 196,940,000 square miles. I say that to my Jehovah's Witness brothers and sisters, my Jewish brothers and sisters, my Christians, my agnostics, my Buddhists, Hindu, Taoists, whatever you want to call yourself, whatever scientific name or nomenclature you want to use. See God or goddess in the mirror. God is not a respecter of person. The law of gender. Everything has a masculine and feminine principle, a yin yang, an I Ching, an Ife. You know what I mean? It's just so simple. That's actually, I guess, what makes it complicated. But back to this atom of mine. Last night playing around with it. Basically, I want y'all to use it. I want y'all to experiment with some low explosives, if you will, within your own mind. This is what you can do. In fact, let me reverse this camera for a second. Now, we see the light on the ceiling, okay? Now, I'm just in one of our bedrooms in the house. Now, With your mind, what I want you to do is this. An our Savior has arrived. 1974, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad asked himself a rhetorical question. He said, how came that first God, Elijah? And he used the word, a descriptive word. He said, imagine. Imagine the entire visible universe is removed from you. No sun, no moon, no stars, no earth, no planets, no people, no animals, no trees, no religions. There's nothing but what we call darkness. This is how he began. See, that's the beauty and power of God. Now, I mean, you say you the black man God, the white man the devil, the black woman is goddess, the white woman is goddess, devil, whatever. You have to show and prove that. You have to experience that. You have to make that happen without help, without money, without freedom, without justice, without equality. You have to experience that in the realm of triple darkness. But you know what you have that's always free? The atom of mind. Your mind is always free. You can picture that light. Now, in your mind's eye, picture another copy of that. Your mind can reproduce that. Picture it being two lights 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. This is the power of the atom of mind. So when you go to sleep at night, I want you to close your eyes to see. And you're going to see this darkness at first. But look at it closely. Look at it slowly. And you're going to see all these lights. You'll see all these countless images. Make sure you breathe. Make sure you breathe. And here's the supreme angel jewel for you. Take one of those images and with your mind's eye, make another copy of it. I don't care what it is. It could be some angel wings. You might see the people on the mother plane, 24 scientists, Master Muhammad, the messenger, your ancestors, yourself, whatever. Say natural. Say something like red tomato, red apple, whatever. Whatever you see in your atom of mind, whatever you see in your mind's eye, reproduce it. If it's an apple, make it 2 apples. Don't make it 3 apples. Make it 2 apples, then make it 4 apples. Don't make it 5 apples. Make it 4 apples to 8, 8 to 16. That's how God deals with mathematics. That's how you build and create things. Now, having fun, having fun with it, you can spark some universes, small stuff. You can spark some planets. It might take billions, trillions of years, quadrillions, quintillions, sextillions, octillions of years before it physically comes into motion. But right there with that atom of mind, you produce that planet. You produce a sun 18 trillion times bigger than our present day sun. Now, it might take you 84 trillion years before it actually catches on fire because of the atoms of hydrogen and helium, mathematically trapped. But you set that in motion. Your cause produced that effect. It's all mathematics. It's a science there. I mean, same thing with money, health, whatever. Depending on how you're vibrating. I mean, a person be like, well, if I'm God, I can't get out of jail. You could get out of jail if you wasn't spooky. You get out of jail, you get some money. You get out of jail, take your behind down the law library. You get out of jail, kill your mother. I don't want you to kill yourself. But I'm just saying there's countless ways you could get out of jail if you wanted to really get out of jail. I mean, But one thing, you don't want to wait on no mystery God to bring you no food. You don't want to wait on no mystery God to bring you anything. Because all the history of Islam has revealed all that spooky stuff. We ain't even working with that in this day and time. I'm not even going to waste my time with all that. Study your lessons. Your lessons are your blessings. And remember, the atom of mind. Peace and blessings, family. Struggle continues.